So I want to do a buy or sell topic real quick, and I'm gonna throw a couple topics out there, and you let me know if you buy the idea or if you're not feeling it, you just selling it. Like I want to start off with the Lakers missing the playoffs this year. Do you buy or do you sell the idea, preacher, that the Lakers are going to miss this year's playoffs?
I think that's a great topic, man. But I don't think they're gonna miss the playoffs, man. I see a complete turnaround that's bound to happen.
So you're not buying the idea that they're going to make it. You think they're going to miss the playoffs this year?
No, I think they're gonna make it.
Oh, you think they're going to turn around? So what do you think is going to be the factor? Because nothing's changed as far as the roster, nothing has changed as far as the coaching staff, and that's just been the argument all season when it
So,
comes to the Lakers.
so what's going to change is the trade deadline. So I have my own little personal theory that as Westbrook's agent, I think he's trying to devalue Westbrook so that he cannot be traded because they know that Westbrook needs a ring, man. So after that trade deadline, look out for a new Westbrook. That's what I hope, man.
So Westbrook is staying in LA, no doubt about it.
Where's he gonna go, man? He devalued himself. You can't even trade him straight up for Buddy Hield anymore.
Houston wants him for John Wall. Send him back to Houston. Trade him for
I
John
don't
Wall
I
again.
don't I wouldn't do it if I'm the Lakers on the simple fact that yeah, John Wall might be better for the team, but at
Right.
least we know Westbrook is going to be there. We don't know that if John Wall is going to be there.
Okay, so what do you think about Anthony Davis? Is he going to stay healthy enough to go through a consistent stretch? Because LeBron is not going to be able to do this by himself. Shout out to LeBron playing the way he is in year 19, but he's going to need some real help, man. Like, so can these guys, the pieces that they have, can they even stay on the court?
Man, that's Mr. Glass right there, man. I hope so. I love Anthony Davis, but you never know. You never know with him, man.
Are you
I
surprised that
hope I
Frank
hope they make a
Vogel?
run.
Are you surprised that Frank Vogel's still a coach?
Uh, I'm kind of in the middle with that one. I'm not surprised because I just don't know who's going to. I mean, they want Mark Jackson, but right now I don't know who they can bring in. Maybe at the off season, I see them moving him, but right now, the guy won you a ring. He's not a bad coach. It's just we just have a bunch of bad pieces in LA right now, man.
All right, preach. Next topic: buy or sell. Buy or sell that LeBron James has won his last ring already.
I'm gonna sell that one, man.
So you think LeBron got a shot to win another one before it's all over with?
Like I said, my big theory is Westbrook, man. I think he's gonna turn up. If we watch his game, he has folded tremendously this season. Like he's playing with no confidence at all. And I want to say it has something to do with that Rondo, piece being there. And that's why they had to move him. And now all the talk is, oh, we have to move Westbrook. We need to move Westbrook. But like I said, as Westbrook's agent, the best thing for him to do is devalue himself so that you can't be traded. Nobody wants him. Now, after that trade deadline, let's go to work.
What about the Frank Vogel factor? Because it seems to be when they bench Russell Westbrook in the fourth quarter, when he has the balls to do that, the Lakers are successful.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, the way Westbrook is playing right now, if he gives any, like I said, if he gives any value to himself, he makes himself tradable at that point. So that's my whole thing, man. I just hope Westbrook is sticking with that, and him and his agent got something going on, because if he goes to Houston, he's not going to win a ring. He's going to lose, that credibility and be faced as, oh, you can never win with this guy. So he's not going to get nothing done in Houston.
Right.
So I think he knows LA is the best place for him right now.
What you feeling like LeBron is going to win another ring? I feel like he's going to win another one too. But is this his last chance? Like, is this the year? Like, if they don't pull it off this year, can you still see LeBron maybe next year getting the ring? I think with the injuries and the lack of chemistry, like I'm about to bring up Brooklyn in a second, but some of the powerhouse teams that we thought would have been dominant, this is LeBron's shot if they can put it together.
Right. Yeah, I think this is the year, and you never know, man. Like all it takes is for CP3 to go down, Curry to go down, and the West be wide open. So you
Yep.
never know, man.
Yeah. And I think next year, man, LeBron is going to, take his foot off the gas just to try to save himself because he want to play with his son. I really think he wants
Yeah,
to
right.
do that, whether it's in LA or not in LA. So I don't see
I
LeBron
am
playing that
liking the
much.
Cleveland talk. I
Of
am
him going
liking the
back,
Cleveland talk.
to Cleveland.
I am liking that talk, man, because that's a nice squad. And then you can use maybe Colin Sexton and get that future pick. Like you could trade him straight up for a future pick for somebody. Because Colin Sexton pretty much, they can do without him and have LeBron walk in free agency in 2 years, draft his son. He got a nice team, and LeBron just signed there.
Cleveland, that'd be interesting. Last buy or sell topic, man. Are you buying or selling, Preach, that the Nets will still win this year's NBA Finals?
I heard they might get rid of Harden, man. I'm liking Milwaukee in the East right now. I'm not gonna cap on that. I like Milwaukee. Milwaukee's chances. Durant, I hope he can stay healthy. Kyrie's only gonna play half the playoff games, so they're going to need him. So
right now, I told you when this whole thing started, Preach. We talked about this before when Harden first went to Brooklyn. I told you I wasn't sold on them winning the championship, and I told you they were not going to win the championship. But my argument was based off of defense. I felt like you can't win a 7-game series in the NBA without a defensive presence, no matter how good your offensive talent is. Like people are going to be able to study you. You're going to have to stop people. And I wasn't sold that Brooklyn's defensive presence was going to be able to get them a ring. But what I wasn't looking at was chemistry. Are you surprised that, KD, Kyrie, and James Harden, I think they've only played 16 games together since Harden came to Brooklyn?
Yeah, that chemistry is it's not looking good right now, man. I mean, I like the addition of Patty Mills and some of those bench players give them, productivity here or there. But they need those 3 guys to, gel and get games together right now. And KD's just gonna be out for a minute.
KD's hurt, and I think on the low, people might not say it, but I think this whole Kyrie vaccine experience has rubbed James Harden the wrong way.
Right.
I think low-key Harden feel like Kyrie is not all the way in. So now
Brooklyn
we got
smart,
trade
they move
rumors.
Harden now. I think Brooklyn needs to move Harden now because he's gonna walk in the offseason.
Well, I said that. I brought that up maybe a month or two ago that Daryl Morey was focusing on this Kyrie vaccine situation because he was going to try to go ahead and get James Harden. The relationship they had is Daryl Morey being the GM with the Rockets when, James Harden played in Houston. So I predicted this a couple of months ago. And Brooklyn, to me, bro, people talk about the 2005 Lakers as being the biggest disappointing team, the one that had Karl Malone, Gary Payton, Shaq, Kobe, and all of them. They lost the finals to Detroit. This right here, this Brooklyn Nets team, if they don't win it this year, to me is the biggest disappointing team in NBA history. To have that much talent in their prime, KD, James Harden, and Kyrie, and you don't get it done for whatever reason. It's unacceptable to me.
Man, I think I seen something you put in one of the group chats that in 2022, Brooklyn has lost more games than Rockets, the Pistons, the Pelicans. I was like, whoa.
Yep. They got more wins, but Brooklyn has lost 8 in a row. The Brooklyn Nets are not playing well. And it's surprising to me because you have 3 guys that have carried their own team before. Now, Cleveland didn't have a lot of success under Kyrie, but he had his own squad at one point. KD pretty much, he had Russell, but OKC was KD's team, and we know James Harden had Houston. So those guys have led teams before, but they do not look good right now.
What about some of the biggest shockers for you this season, man?
To me, Joel Embiid is the biggest shocker. He's really my MVP favorite. honestly, just for the simple fact of all the drama that happened in the offseason with Ben Simmons and to start the season off, and Ben is still not playing. His name is still up in the air. We talk about the trade, and Joel has just played unreal. I know the Joker, people feel like he's the best big man in the league, but my biggest surprise is the way Joel is playing and Ja Morant in Memphis.
I was just about to say him. Because right now, for me, right now, I'm talking in 2022, number one PG. The number one PG. It was Curry, but Curry's had since 2022, Curry has not been Curry, man.
Curry's been
Ja
struggling.
Morant has been balling.
He's been struggling, but I'm not putting Ja Morant over Steph. Preacher, you're disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
I mean, you got to remember. Let's look at the last matchups. Ja Morant knocked Curry out of the play-in. He beat him the last 2 games.
True.
I mean, come on, man.
That's true.
He's had his number.
That's true. That's true.
He had his number.
But Steph is a champion. Steph is an MVP. You know, I don't
No,
think
you're right. You're right.
You know, maybe we look at last year, maybe, you know, look at what Golden State had to deal with last year. Like, they wasn't even supposed to be there. Let's be honest.
Neither was the Grizzlies. Grizzlies didn't have they didn't have Jaren Jackson.
True.
They barely had Dylan Brooks. They didn't have Steven Adams, Zaire Williams. They didn't have Desmond Baines. Like, these guys got weapons now, man. Watch out for Milwaukee. I mean, Memphis.
Yeah, the culture in Memphis is unbelievable, man. Ja got them guys balling. Now, let me ask you this, because I got a podcast later on tonight. Got a special guest, but let me ask you this first. Because of the vaccine situation and how Kyrie is pushed back, is the NBA making Ja Morant the new Kyrie? Because Ja Morant is balling, don't get it twisted. But it seems like they putting extra lights on him, extra cameras on him. He's right, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, are they trying to not really punish or penalize Kyrie, but are they trying to take Kyrie's, you know, trying to give his spot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because Ja Morant could fit right in.
And I think Ja Morant is the leader that we always wanted Kyrie to be, man.
Yeah.
Ja Morant got those boys balling. And like you said, he recreated the culture in Memphis. Like, they gonna be winning for a long time because of Ja Morant.
They're winning. Like, it's just not that he got the handles, and all that stuff. They're winning games.
Like, I was watching this guy finish, man. He finished just as good as Kyrie, if not a little bit more aggressive, because he will try to dunk. He will try to catch you.
He will try to injure
and dunk on you.
He will try to injure. Yeah, he's gonna have to turn that down a little bit later on in his career.
Yeah,
but right
because
now,
of injury. Yeah.
Right now, he looks to be a problem. When you look at the draft, picking Zion over him just seems to be foolish. I knew that was going to backfire. He seemed to be light years above Zion.
Like I said, man, I hate that draft because it got all messed up for me. I believe Phoenix was supposed to get number 1 and New York number 2. Ja Morant was supposed to go to Phoenix, man.
And Zion was supposed to go to New York.
That combination in Phoenix, though, they would have been with Book, Ayton, and Ja Morant. Whew. I like Chris Paul, but I think with Ja Morant, they would have had a ring.
Oh,
I like Chris Paul.
They'd have definitely beat Milwaukee.
Exactly, because Ja Morant do not have the weapons that Chris Paul has. They definitely would have been something.
So yeah, man, interesting to see how the NBA is going to push Ja Morant as long as he keeps being successful. You know what I mean? He's just everywhere with it. And I like it. You know what I'm saying? He deserves everything he's getting. But I'm just trying to figure out, when we talk about the faces of the leagues, it seemed like because of Kyrie not following suit, they're making him sit on the back of the bus. And Ja Morant might be the next, up when they come to that position and being a poster boy for the NBA.
What about the front man? Do you still believe that LeBron is the front man for the face of the league?
Yeah, LeBron James, no doubt, is still the face of the NBA. Why wouldn't he be?
I can't argue that. Yeah, I can't argue that.
Jersey sales, relevance in year 19, playing for one of the most popular teams in the NBA. And not only that, from Steph to KD to Kawhi. I know people been hurt, but none of those guys have snatched the glory. You know what I mean? We put their names up in the conversation with LeBron, and sometimes people talk about how they're better than LeBron, but none of those guys have actually snatched the title to be the undisputed face of the league. Like Kevin Durant just want to play basketball. He's not really, I'm not going to say he ain't into social issues and stuff like that, but he not frontlining it like LeBron do. Like KD just about hooping. Steph doing his little thing with his family man, and he, getting his money with the advertisements and and all that type of stuff. But Kawhi, he's hurt and he's always been quiet. So to me, definitely LeBron is going to be the face until he retires.
Right. I definitely agree, man.
All right, Preach, man. I'm going to sign off now, but we are going to link up again real soon and do a full show, man. I wanted to chop it up, had these topics I wanted to put out, so I appreciate you locking in with me today.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Anytime, man.
All right, man. Well, I'll probably hit you up tomorrow or the day after, and we'll put something together for sure.
That's good, bro. Take it easy, man.
You do the same, bro. Preach. Let everybody know where they can follow you at, man, before we get up out of here.
Oh, man, you can find me on Twitter. I just changed my name though. Let me look at it real quick.
Got you.
I need to go a little bit more professional route. He Preach Ball. That's He Preach Ball on Twitter.
Dope. I want us to do some Twitter spaces talking basketball, because it's a lot of people that are I think will enjoy our conversation in a live, type of situation too. So we'll probably jump on Twitter maybe and talk about some shit this week as well.
I'm ready, man. Just hit me up.
Are you still in the same time zone as you was before?
Yeah, man. I'm still in Korea till August, but
Gotcha.
I'm gonna make it shake, brother. I'm gonna make it shake this time.
All right, bro. Well, I'll highlight you in a couple.
All right, man.
All right, bro. Peace. All right, man. Peace to my NBA family. It's your host, Seven Mitchell, with the Best of Seven Sports Talk. I just wanted to take this time out to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for so much support for the podcast. I hope you guys are really enjoying some of the outside the box angles we take, bringing you in these NBA storylines. Please don't forget to like and share. Most importantly, rate the podcast. You can follow us on social media. All the links will be in the description. And if you would like to contribute to the Best of Seven Sports Talk platform, we have merchandise available, as well as links for the merch, and donations will be all in the description. Once again, thank each and every one of you guys in the NBA community for supporting the show. This is Seven Mitchell with the Best of Seven Sports Talk. Let's talk some NBA action.